What is up, guys? Today I wanted to update you my 6 months post WGU update. I wanted to share with you what changed, what hasn't changed, some of the struggles, and really how life has been since I've graduated WGU. So, just as a quick recap for those of you who may not have been following along, my goal is to become a full time software engineer. I started pre-study WGU in November 2022. I started in February 2023, and I graduated with my computer science degree in July of 2023. All in all, it took about 6 or 7 months, counting the pre-study, 8 months, something like that. And I was only enrolled for about 5 months, close to 6 months the entire term. I was able to finish it in one term. And just as a general work background before I get into the roles and how it's been going, I've been in sales roles for the last 3 years. I've worked part-time for about a year as a software engineer, as a WordPress, PHP, little, contract part-time guy there. And that's kind of my experience has been. And post 6 months, unfortunately, I have not been able to land a software engineer role yet. As many of you know, it's very rough out there, but that has not been stopping me from grinding literally every single day to get a software engineer role. So as of February, as of this month, I will be starting a technical account management role. So again, I've been in sales for the last 3 years. So now I'm going more into the technical side of sales. I was working my sales job as I was, and just now recently I'm going to switch over to a technical account management job. So hopefully, that gets me just a little closer to software engineering. But every single day, even once I start this new role, I've been applying every single day, networking, and it's been, as many of you guys know, it's been really rough out there. I apply to about 50 jobs a day. I network and I email people and I talk to about 3 or 4 people and connect with 4 or 5 people and talk to them on LinkedIn almost every single day. Been doing the network thing probably about a month. I've been doing applying as crazy long. I've only been applying probably in networking for the last 2 or 3 months. But nonetheless, the amount of volume I put out has been quite rough. After 1,000 resumes, I've paid for a resume rewrite service. That went okay. I paid about $300 to get my resume rewrite. It ended up being about just as good as mine. I think I A/B tested it, and mine ended up getting more responses. And by responses, I haven't had many responses. I only had 2 interviews for software engineer roles, one which is still in the process at the moment. The other one, I got to the final role, and they said they liked me, and they basically kind of alluded that they would have hired me, but they had headcount issues, and they stopped hiring for that role altogether. What happened was one of their lead software engineers left, as they were hiring, and they were expecting that person to basically help manage this more entry junior level software engineer. So that was a bummer. I was close. That role was a remote front-end developer role, 70 to 100K base salary. And that was a little disappointing that I wasn't able to get that role. The other one is still early stages. It's with a government role, a state role for a software engineering role, application developer to be specific. And I'm still in the process of that. About that, I just passed the technical screening, and I'm kind of waiting to be scheduled for another interview. Every day, I leak code and I build projects every single day. So basically, a lot of my routine is leak coding, building some web dev projects, and then applying and networking every single day. I do those 3 things almost every single day, with the exception of Sundays, essentially. And that's just how my life's been going for the last 6 months. I've been leak coding and building every day, primarily leak coding. I just started back building projects, to be fair. But I've been grinding leak code in case, my goal is to eventually get to a FANG company, because I do get paid reasonably well at my current company as a technical account manager. So ideally, I'm going to hit that middle market, but that said, I still do want to break in. So I've been, probably for the first 4 months, I spent exclusively leak coding. And then for the last 2 months, I've been building projects and refreshing on all my front-end developing things. So much so that I was able to still pass a React interview and a JavaScript interview. So I've been building projects like that. So the goal right now is I'm still being a technical account manager. For now, it's adjacent. It's not a software engineer role. But my goal is, once I get an offer, I probably will quit my job to go become a software engineer. So I'm going to every day keep applying. I'm going to keep networking. I'm going to keep leak coding. I'm going to keep building projects until I get a software engineer role, and I'm going to keep you guys updated until then. So my ask to you, what kind of videos would you like to see? Would you like to see how I've been learning how to code? Would you like to see how I've been leak coding every single day? How I've been building web development projects? Do you want to see how I've been networking? I've been cold emailing and I've gotten 10 plus referrals. Not that they ever go very far, but I've gotten people to refer me, and I've gotten the one that I got to the very end was a referral. I got to the very end, and just networking in general. And my second ask is if you have any software engineering roles that you know of and or would be willing to refer me, please reach out. I'll put an email in the description if you're willing to refer me to a role at your company and or you know anybody. That'd be great. So that's gonna, hopefully help my search. And I suppose I built this channel for some reason, so I might as well have one ask every once in a while in addition to updating my journey. So going forward from here, let me know what you want to see. I'm probably gonna post more periodically in regards to like what I've been up to, how things have been. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.